Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's FailRace versus Community. Today we have some more cycled production races, starting off with the 2020 Audi RS3 at Grand Oak. It's a bit of a poor start as we miss the shift up to second gear, get swarmed by a couple of cars starting down in P20 as we head through the first corner. A little bit of twitch from the cars, it slides around. Of course, the cars completely stuck, not tuned in any way. So we're on the sort of crappy stock tires, and they're just trying to get through the opening corners of lap here quite cleanly. We've got a car off in the grass that we'll take a position of. We've made up a couple of positions here up to P18 here, so we get past Impega on the outside, but we're side by side with Gibgob, who's a bit further on the inside, 3 wide as we come up to the square left here. We're going to try and hold it round the outside. A little bit of contact as Impega still trying to show nose in the middle there. Doesn't work out for them as we have a good run here down the back straight towards final sector. Nearly 3 wide again into this right-hander, but is 3 wide up ahead as things concertina up and a bit of contact from the cars in front. But we're still side by side with Gibgob. We're going to try and hold it round the outside of the penultimate corner here for P16. Heading towards the final corner now, a little bit wide onto the grass as go around our momentum. We'll lose out there. Car guy's going to try and take advantage of that too through the inside of the final corners, just trying to slide out wide towards the gravel. Luckily keeping out of the gravel, unlike a couple of cars in front that will try and take positions off, as Longbow also has a run and will try and hold it to the inside of turn 1 on us. But we're just getting front by the apex, but we run out wide and Longbow will come back in now towards turn 2. A little bit of contact as Longbow comes across our front bumper. The car sliding around very awkwardly as it just trying to get control of it again. A bit more forcibly there happening in front as people try and recover from that clumsy incident. But we get going once more. Impega getting through up to 17th and Longbow managing to stay in front of us. So as we now head down towards the square left, Longbow's got a good run on Impega. We're just going to try and sell back, try and make sure we get a better exit. You can see the car behind closing quite a lot on us, just with us going cautiously into the corner. You can see the advantage it's had on the exit. We'll get to the outside of Impega and we'll have a run on Longbow again to the inside of the right-hander. Can we get the move done here? Longbow's going to try and hold it around the outside. It's going to be able to carry them a little bit of door banging on the apex, but now we're going to the outside for the penultimate corner. Can we hold it round here, not run into the grass? No, Longbow is able to pull in front well before the corner exit this time. But we do have a better exit here, but we're not going to have anywhere to go with it into the final corner. We're going to have to take a little bit of a lift. And Lois and Peggy start closing up as we head onto the main straight. But just like the last cycle production, the clutch assist holding them back. But as we head into turn 1, we're a little bit deep, have to take a little bit of avoiding action from Longbow. That'll put us out wide, and Impega will get the place anyway. As we head through the next turn 2 now, purple car running out wide. You can see quite a swarm of cars still fighting up ahead that we're going to want to try and close up to. But still, we know we have the clutch advantage on Impega, so if we can stay close enough, we might be able to get a move back on them. But as they come out for the long left-hander, they run wide onto the grass. That really compromises their momentum as we have a car off spinning on the right-hand side. That'll give us a free place as we get to the inside of Impega into the square left. We'll pull it in front, but Impega's going to have the better run this time on the exit. It's going to pull to the left-hand side. It'll be a bit of a drag race down towards this right-hander. It's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be very even on the brakes as well. Impega just going to try and carry the momentum around the outside, which they're able to do, just about keep it on the track, and they'll pull in front for the penultimate corner as we now have Glisker all over our rear bumper behind us as we're heading up to the final corner. Good run here. Can maybe see us have an advantage on Impega. Impega a little bit braver through the final corner there. See a purple car, sort of a pinkish purple car out onto the gravel, into the wall on the outside of the final corner. Impega's going to try and get round the outside of them into turn 1. We're going to look to the inside on the exit. That'll be the inside for turn 2. A little bit of door banging through turn 2. The car just sliding around awkwardly on the stock tyres. Sliding out really wide, nearly getting onto the grass, but we managed to keep it off as we get to the inside of Bondmobile, and we'll hold on to P19, but losing out to that purple car. Glisker now running wide onto the grass, just like Impega did a lap ago, so we'll be able to get that position, just pull in front for the square left. Try not to compromise our entry too much that we get per exit. Bondmobile trying to follow us through on Glisker as well, that we get dip a couple of wheels into the gravel. That will compromise our exit. That gives Bondmobile a run. They're going to look to the outside of the upcoming right-hander, which has been probably the more favourable spot this race, but we're going to try and run in a little bit deeper, bit of bumper-to-bumper contact, which drags us both out further wide, and that allows Glisker to get the power of us. We're going to try and hold it around the outside of the penultimate corner now, try and carry the momentum and not run into the grass, which we successfully do this time by Bondmobile, though still just alongside through the final corner. It's good to try and take the place, but isn't quite able to carry the momentum. It's very close to the gravel once more on the exit of the final corner, but we'll hold on to P19 here as we head into skip forward to the second half of lap 5 here. Glisker trying to go for a move on the purple car. They'll get connected, and Forza Glue will drag them both into the wall. Just an awkward contact that we've had quite a bit with Alex last month, so it can easily happen. Let's see, once again them falling victim to see a couple of cars side by side through the final car. The pink purple car getting onto the grass on the inside, runs out wide once again on the exit into the outside wall. We'll give them plenty of space as they rejoin, and that'll be a free place up to P16. We now cut to the end of lap 6. We have a car out wide through the right-hander here. That's going to be backing things up. Bit of contact, and they spin round towards the penultimate corner. That'll be a free place up to P15. But yeah, just struggling to really adapt for this car. It's got a lot of understeer, but and the car and the rear end slides around under heavy braking. So very difficult car to get used to. Struggling with it myself, especially with the understeer. We'll have to settle for P15. Having started from P20, still up a few positions, but yeah, not a great race there. As you can see, much better lap times, by a second quicker further up the grid. But yeah, well, we'll have to settle for P15. Not too great of a race. So we move on to the final race then, which is here at Suzuka. We're in a Nissan Silvia Silhouette car, and we'll stall the car off the line, really underestimating how much power it has. But with a little bit of assistance, we're back underway, but we'll fall to last place from 19th into turn 1, so we've got a lot to gain here. We've already got a car spinning off into the gravel. There'll be one free place. We'll try and take a couple of places round the outside of the first couple of corners. Got a car twitching onto the grass. We'll get up the inside of a couple more people as we head into the S's. Someone's had a bad time. It's had to go to ghost mode against the S's, and we're already up to P17 from being last into turn 1. A couple of cars side by side now through the final part of the S's as we head towards Dunlop Corner. They're going to make a bit of contact, bit of Forza Glue too. Lets us get past both of them on the outside of the second through Dunlop Curve. Got another car in the gravel on the outside, and a purple car spinning across the track. We'll take that position as well. A couple of cars off in the gravel at the exit of, on the outside of the Degner's longbow, across the grass on the inside of Degner 1 as well. That has been such a chaotic first sector. We're already up to P11 from last into T1. Looking to the inside of the hairpin, both partially trying to look for an opportunity, but also defending from those behind. Car very squirrely out of the hairpin, struggling to put the power down, even though it was a not enough power to stop us from stalling off the line. Car onto the grass into Spoon. That takes them and Ewan out wide into the first part of Spoon. So that'll be another couple of positions up to P9, up 15 places on the opening lap alone. Things settled down from here as we skip forward to lap 2. Longbow getting the braking wrong into the Casio Triangle chicane. We're going to try and make a move on the outside of the second part of the chicane, but start getting a little bit forcibly glued together, we won't be able to make that move stick as we head now towards turn 1. I will long before under braking through the first couple of corners. We're a little bit braver. We close up a bit on the entry to 2. We're a little bit deep. You can see the car behind closing up on us as well, but we get a better exit than them. Pull back in front a little bit through the S's now. Can we close in on Longbow Adol? Just trying to take a slightly different line through the left-hander, taking a lot more curb, much tighter line. That does allow us to close in a little bit now, holding a tight line to the right-hand side, opening up Dunlop curve to try and get some momentum, using the curve on the exit as well to try and carry momentum. We're closing in on Longbow as we head to the Degner's car off in the grass there, but we're behind Longbow. Go try and have a look into Degner to Longbow, gives us the space, running a little bit deep, so it's going to be side by side towards the hairpin now, neck and neck. We're going to be on the outside of the hairpin a little bit later on the brakes, but we're going to have to go the long way round. Can we get the power down on the exit? Not quite. Car sliding all over the place as we put the power down. But as we head towards the right-hander corner, our outside just once again tagging our rear bumper, which slid the car out wide, ultimately putting them into the grass. And good example there of why you just need to try and avoid making the light bits of contact. Shadow's good, trying to make use of an opportunity to get to the inside of Spoon, but we're going to be able to carry the momentum round the outside. You can see the radar not quite accurately showing the distance between the two cars, so a little bit of contact between us as we head up towards 130R. We're going to try and hold it round the outside, which we just about did a little bit wide. But as we head into the Casio Triangle chicane, actually I was going to try and hold it around the outside, gives them the inside for the second part. Can we get the power down this time? We do get the power down out of the final corner onto the start finish straight. Shadow's going to slip back into the slipstream, which allows them to start closing in towards the first corner. They're just going to get their nose alongside. They're going to try and send it down into turn 1. Very committed move, and we'll have to slot back in line. Maybe can we try and get a better exit out of turn 2, which we do. Can we get to the inside going to the S's? We try and show our nose, try and put Shadow offline, but in the end we weren't quite far enough alongside. We're trying to see if we can still find an opportunity here through the S's, trying to look any way that we can find a bit of space. But once again, we'll have to resort to setting up the Dunlop curve, try and get a better exit, which we do, but we're not quite close enough to make a move there. Shadow just closing the inside door, and we'll have to settle for P10 for now. Not quite close enough for a move into Degner 2, and Glisker starting to put pressure on us as well, so we can't get too ambitious with an overtake here, otherwise we'll end up losing out to them as well, as we're trying to hold on to a top 10 finish. Trying second gear to try and maybe get a better exit out of the hairpin, but the car just bogging down. You can see that loses us a lot of time to Shadow in front. Naturally backs Glisker up, puts them side by side with Grumples behind as we head towards Spoon. Corner now. Shadow running out a little bit wide, but Glisker managing to fend off Grumples for now, starting to put the pressure back onto us again as you start to make the run up to 130R now. This car though, a bit of a better gearbox in it, doesn't require you to use the clutch even with the clutch assist turned off. So Glisker closing in a bit this time with the slipstream. The run to 130R is going to have a late move into the Casio Triangle chicane on the inside. Won't quite able to get the move done. We'll slip back in front towards out of the final corner. But that has dropped us a second back now from Shadow in front as we head down towards turn 1. Glisker is going to be closing in quite a bit to turn 1. Is going to also make it dive just like Shadow. We're going to try and hold it around the outside this time. A little bit of door-to-door contact. Not quite able to hold it alongside, but we do get barracks and get alongside once again. NCS is going to be trying to be a little bit more aggressive here. NCS is round the outside of the second part, but we can't quite hold it alongside. Glisker getting a good drive there between the two corners, and will take P10 from us, but we're not giving up just yet. Once again, we're going to try and set up a move out of the Dunlop corner. Glisker running it a little bit wide. Have to get over the throttle. We're going to look to the outside. Can we hold it the long way round? We're not quite given the space. Couldn't quite get far enough alongside there. And we'll have to slot back in line once again. Grumples now is going to be trying to take an opportunity. We're a little bit wide through the second. Dagener, that's going to be the opportunity that Grumples needs. Side by side once again to the hairpin. This time we're on the inside. Can we hold on to the place? Go hold a tight line here to prevent a cutback. Try and get the power down. A little bit of a slide once again. But we do get a better exit than Grumples towards Spoon. Go want to try and close up to Glisker a little bit. Try and get a bit of slipstream off them, as we've seen down start finish straight. It seemed quite powerful this race. Both Shadow and Glisker using it to great use to get past us into T1. But we're closing in a bit on Glisker through Spoon. Can we get slightly better exit? It's very even between us and Glisker, so we'll slot into the slipstream. Will we close up just as much? We're closing as we head to 130R now. But as the final lap, we have basically one opportunity here into 130R. We're not quite brave enough through 130R to be close enough for a move into the chicane. Not brave enough on the brakes as well. Glisker very knee and type. Slight cut of second part of the chicane, which slightly unsettles the car, makes it a struggle to try and put down the power out of the chicane, and as such we won't be able to regain 10th place. We'll have to settle for P11, which provided we started from we were last into turn 1 on the opening lap, is really good, but then we were already up to P9 by the end of lap 1, so would have liked to have done a slight bit better. You can see we did struggle for pace there by second and a half slower than the quickest times. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's FailRace versus Community. Thank you everyone very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.